I'm trying to put together a weekend bonus episode with someone smart to talk about this whole idea of if remote work is going to be the new normal or not, if Silicon Valley is dead and all that. But until then, if Salesforce is to be believed, then this is a settled issue. Because they are literally saying, and I quote, "The 9-to-5 workday is dead," end quote, and that after the pandemic, most of their staff will work on a flex schedule, going into the office only about 1 to 3 days per week. So, do you think they regret building that giant skyscraper now? Quoting The Verge. In a blog post published Tuesday, the company says the 9-to-5 workday is dead and that it will allow employees to choose one of 3 categories that dictate how often, if ever, they return to the office once it's safe to do so. Salesforce will also give employees more freedom to choose what their daily schedules look like. The company joins other tech firms like Facebook and Microsoft that have announced permanent work-from-home policies in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Quote, "As we enter a new year, we must continue to go forward with agility, creativity, and a beginner's mind. And that includes how we cultivate our culture. An immersive workspace is no longer limited to a desk in our towers. The 9-to-5 workday is dead, and the employee experience is about more than ping pong tables and snacks," writes Brent Hyder, Salesforce's chief people officer. Quote, "In our always-on, always-connected world, it no longer makes sense to expect employees to work an 8-hour shift and do their job successfully," Hyder adds. "Whether you have a global team to manage across time zones, a project-based role that is busier or slower depending on the season, or simply have to balance personal and professional obligations throughout the day, workers need flexibility to be successful," end quote. Hyder cites picking up young kids from school or caring for sick family members as reasons why an employee should not be expected to report to work on a strict 8-hour shift every day. He also points to how the removal of strict in-office requirements will allow Salesforce to expand its recruitment of new employees beyond expensive urban centers like San Francisco and New York, end quote. So again, that does all sound sensible, delightful even, humane. So why am I still so skeptical it's actually going to turn out that way in the end?